You are now at the Roundtable with Lenny S, Maya the Brazilianaire, and Big Light.
Okay, everybody, on with the show!
Take a seat and tune in.
Yeah, it's the boy Joel Ortiz, Brooklyn Zone, and right now I'm listening to the Roundtable with Lenny S, Maya the Beat, and Big Light. Good luck.
Come on, let's go. You got it. This is the Roundtable, the straight stunting edition. My man Cage just left the building. My other man just walked into the building. Joel Lord Izzy.
What up?
See that coat he got on, Lenny?
See that?
He got the hoodie straight from Nigeria.
You just took out my man Irk's outfit because Irk thought he was doing it and he was. Right. But until Joel came in and man.
But Irk killing him though, man. Come on.
Yeah.
Shout to Irk.
Irk's is butterier. Is that a word? Butterier?
Irk got his Michael Jordan going.
If it is.
Yeah, this is definitely a little bit on the ashy side.
check out his shades.
Joel Ortiz. Come on, let's start from the beginning. You one of New York's hottest, I would say upcoming and still, established MCs coming up here. Tell us a story, man. Start from the beginning.
The beginning is 11-year-old kid coming out his building just falling in love with a cipher.
What building? What
building? Where you from?
Brooklyn.
Baby?
718 just killed me. 718, man. Brooklyn. I'm from Brooklyn. Cuba Projects.
Hey, where's that at? In the East? Bed-Stuy?
That's in Greenpoint. That's in Greenpoint.
Greenpoint.
Yeah.
Okay.
For those who don't know,
it's like 5 hours into Brooklyn, right?
That's the last stop.
That's by Coney Island somewhere, right?
Nah, it's on the other side.
Other side, right?
The direct other side. But yeah, it started then coming out the building.
You ever robbed a nigga out there?
Niggas ain't even let me tell my story.
Wow. Finish your story, please.
Get into that.
Minus the criminal record.
Yo, no criminal record though. God, that's a blessing. Coming out the building, watching dudes rhyming in ciphers, seeing the response, seeing the oohs and ahs, and seeing the little bitches like 10 feet away hype because niggas is rhyming.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm gonna go upstairs and write a rhyme, and then just approaching the cipher and seeing the welcome community of hip hop, like niggas that was already rhyming, just like, hey, shorty, you got a rhyme, spit. And then, from there, just trying to beat niggas in the cypher and then taking it from there to the studio, being the hottest nigga on your block and trying to be the hottest nigga at the next venue that you at and then just trying to be the hottest nigga, like, now.
That's what's up.
So what's going on with Aftermath? What's that situation, Joe?
I'm currently not a recording artist for Aftermath.
So tell them that part. You got signed by, which is incredible.
Yeah, I got signed by Dr. Dre, the first Latin. Dude signed to Dr. Dre. I also had a Koch deal at the same time.
Yeah, because you was signed to Aftermath and then released the album on Koch.
I had two deals at the same time.
That's crazy. How does that work? How do you do that?
You got to be Joel Ortiz.
See?
You got to be dope. Now, what happened was I was in verbal talks first with Koch. Okay. Wasn't nothing inked. And during the talks, Dre had got my CD, and he flew me out. And he basically told me that the music had him sold. He wasn't aware of who I was. He just signed me off Pure Records. And, then I told him that, before, you came into the picture, I was in verbal agreement already kind of with Koch. We just was working on some money issues and stuff like that. And he was like, so what you want to do? I'm like, yo, as a man of my word, you know what I'm saying? I got to put this record out, you know what I'm saying? And he said, well, send me the record. Let me see what's going on. And we'll talk from there. So we sent over the brick.
Right.
And he hit me like 6 in the morning the next day and was like, it's in my iPod. This shit is crazy. This can only help us put it out.
Exactly.
So that's how I really.
Did you feel like it actually helped you though?
Oh my God, I'm not here without the brick. The brick. I mean.
Well, helped you in terms of your situation with Dre.
Oh, actually, I don't know. I didn't. Joel Ortiz was just running around doing his shows, promoting that, working, doing that. Only reason I'm not there at Aftermath right now is because of timing of a record release. I asked for a release. I went over there with the double XL cover. They had nothing to do with that.
Right.
Koch didn't have nothing to do with that. That was me, Mike Heron, and Dennis.
Right.
I went over there with a BT added video that they had nothing to do with either.
Right.
So we was over there. We was doing our grind. We was walking it in. We just needed the stamp and this is the date and let's go. And it never happened. So. I owe it to more than just me. I owe it to my fans and everybody waiting for Joel Ortiz to come out.
Right.
And I can't wait for, a Detox or another Eminem record for me to drop. You know what I'm saying? So I asked for a release as an artist, but it wasn't a sour release. It was
You just did what you had to do for you.
Just did what I had to do for me. Like, we was on the same page. Everything is good. I still break bread with him. You know what I'm saying? He made my Christmas ridiculous.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So
So
the second one that said this on our show, that he made their Christmas ridiculous.
yeah, I guess, you know, he feels like Santa around there.
But did it take you out of the street, this Aftermath thing, out of your street game, you know, your mixtape game?
Nah,
Did
nah.
It
I got a mixtape coming out April 15th on my son's birthday. It's called Free Agent.
Really?
So you believe your buzz is still the same? Is it like you still got that straight hard buzz?
I try not to pay attention to my buzz. I try to lock away in the studio and keep doing records.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't pay attention to all that kind of
Well,
stuff.
I definitely paid attention to your buzz. In 2004, you were unsigned hype in the Source, like
Right.
you were saying. You were really big on the mixtape circuit. One summer, I remember, it was just like all you.
Right.
Then there was so much hype about you.
Right.
You got signed, and then we didn't hear that much.
Right. Actually, to be honest, I was big on the mixtape circuit with one mixtape. I only did one mixtape in my whole life.
That's
and it's
crazy.
Who the fuck is Joel Ortiz? I believe that, you know, people do 50, 60 mixtapes and niggas miss 1 through 7. You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? So I worked Who the Fuck is Joel Ortiz like it was a record.
Right.
I worked that shit for 2 years because it was still falling on ears that haven't heard it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it was buzzing because it was hot. It was not because I was getting on everybody's shit. I don't believe in jumping on everybody's shit.
Right.
I don't be the mixtape pest.
Right.
I like nigga to see my name and be like, oh, I got to get this. This nigga Joel is on it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
That's what's
So,
up. Y'all
man,
I
heard
never
it.
really, you know, when y'all didn't hear me, pardon me for cutting you off. When y'all didn't hear me, it wasn't that I wasn't doing it was just that I was busy. I was the brick got such a good response that I was touring.
Right.
You know what I mean? As well as, you know, recording and stuff. So I wasn't able to be around in the streets as much. You know what I mean? I was up and down the East Coast. I was in the West Coast. I was in Cali doing shows. I was in Europe. I'm booked now to May still because of the brick.
Yeah,
That's hot.
crazy. We're definitely
We're gonna come back.
yeah,
Okay.
and talk
Pay
to
some
you about
bills.
that. Right.
All right.
RockMeTV, don't shink the screen.
Joel Ortiz is in the building.
K-Slay was in the building.
Straight stunning
But
edition.
Lenny S. and Baya being light is still in the building.
Right.
That.
Yeah, that's the boy Joel Ortiz, Brooklyn Zone, and right now with my dude Gemini Keys, and you watching RockMeTV. Don't shrink that screen.
You are now at the Roundtable with Lenny S, Maya the Brazilianaire, and Big Light.
Okay, everybody, on with the show!
Take a seat and tune in.